Hi, Vicki Howie here of ChakraBoosters.com, and I'm coming to you from Laguna Beach, California, with a brand new series where we're going to look at your chakra needs. Now, this is in the second chapter of The Key to the Chakras, my new book, and you can get it everywhere. But I want to expand on it a little bit, all right? So what we're going to talk about today are your chakra needs, in particular the need of the root chakra, which is the very first need. Now, sometimes we say we have dysfunction at a foundational level, right? Well, where does that come from? Where it usually comes from is when we don't get these very basic needs met in the earliest years of our development, specifically from womb to age 7. Most religions in the world, or I should say many anyway, acknowledge that at 7, like with Catholicism, you can take communion after 7, right? The recognition is that we are like little tiny little conscious beings after we hit age 7. But from 1 to 7, we do one round through the chakras. Everything is developing the root, which is our foundational life. Everything that our life is going to be built on is these first 7 years. So it's all about our root chakra, but it's also about a secondary chakra. So in our first year of life, it's 1-1 chakra life cycle, which means it's about root and root. But in our second year, once we hit that second birthday, it's about 1 and 2, the playful variety energy of the second chakra, and 1-3 for the third year. As we start to come into the age 3, they often talk about the terrible 2s because we're moving into that fire of the solar plexus. So I'll go into each one of these in this series, but today we're going to talk about the root. The root is basically your bridge of embodiment into this world. So when you are conceived and you're in the womb, you're already in root energy. You're already getting a sense of tribe connection to your mother and the idea of embodiment as your organs start to grow and you're feeling all your mother's systems. And the need here is for safety. Think about it. It's the most basic human need for us embodied beings. The spirit that is consciousness, that is a slice of God, doesn't need safety, right? The spirit just feels total connection to everything. But on the opposite end, this bodily experience, we need to feel safe. Along with that safety is the knowing. Think about a horror film. The scariest part for most people about a horror film isn't the effects as much as what they don't know. Like, when is the alien going to come out, or what is the monster going to turn into, or what's going to be around that corner. So it's just normal that we all need to sort of know. We need to have some security, to know some patterns in our life, and to feel safe. This is completely normal. Now realize, if you have a weak root chakra, and I was a poster child for that, what often happens as we go through this series, I want you to see that often when a need wasn't met, we actually push it away. So instead of needing it more, we appear to need it less. So if you didn't have safety and you didn't feel safe when you came into this world as a baby, you may have made safety unimportant. You also may not have fully embodied because it didn't feel safe to get into your body. So you stay in your head or in your spirit. You're up in the upper energies of your energy field, and you're not truly grounded or truly in your body. So if you have a tendency to not make safety important, the first part of realizing this need will be making it important again. Coming back to the fact that you, especially the little child version of you, deserves safety. Dear one, you sweet little dear one, you deserve safety. You deserved it then, you deserve it now. And one of the ways that you can do this is you can go into the inner child, you can close your eyes, you can visualize yourself inside the womb even, or at 1 year old, and you can say, I'm here for you. Bringing your self that you are now into presence for this little child. I'm here for you. So just try it now. Close your eyes. I'm here for you, little one. I'm here for you. See how that feels. It's usually really sacred and really sweet. Was your circumstance safe when you came into the world? Was there a lot of fighting in the home? Were there financial problems? Were you living in a difficult area? Were either of your parents missing, creating more stress on the other parent? Were any of your siblings jealous or difficult to you, so that there was this feeling of lack of safety even in the household because of a sibling? If any of these things were taking place, you can reparent yourself to feel safer now, but realize the part of you that might be actually making safety unimportant. Is there a part of you that doesn't take care of you, or is there a part of you that actually puts yourself in unsafe situations? If so, I'd like you to question as to whether this comes from lack of safety in your childhood. And if so, know that it really isn't you, and that you can now choose to give safety and love to the little one within you, because it's the primary need that we all have in order to fully embody, to fully be here in this bodysuit, and not just as a spirit looking down, observing ourselves, or mentally in our mind all the time, but actually being in this body, feet on the ground, right? And that's what we really want. So the first need is the need of the root chakra, which is the need for safety, the need for some kind of certainty. Although we can't have certainty, the spirit doesn't need any certainty, and the body needs to have a certain amount of it. The body needs to know that night comes after day, and that we can count on certain people in our lives, and that we can breathe, right? There's always air to breathe, and we have food. The body needs these basic security confirmations. So first of all, acknowledge that. Let that be okay. Second of all, if you feel like maybe you had a challenging time when you were really little, go back to that little one and be there for him or her, okay? And really let him or her know how safe he or she is. And once you do that, particularly if you happen to be 50 or 51, moving into the root chakra again for the second time through your life cycles, this can be such an amazing time of transformation, such a time of healing for this basic root need. So there you have it for the root chakra. I hope that this helps you to understand yourself a little better. I hope you'll look into reading my book, The Key to the Chakras. I absolutely adored writing it for you, and I think there's all kinds of things in there you won't find anywhere else. And one of the things will be you can read about each of the needs for the first 7 years and make sure that those needs are getting met. In the meantime, I'd like you to keep your mind open, your heart full, and your feet fully on the ground. Blessings.